Good morning, and welcome to this third meditation session with me, Laura, menopausal mum, proving you can thrive rather than just survive during perimenopause and menopause. I see a bit of light up there shining in. But I wanted to share with you another meditation practice today. What we're going to do is we're going to be doing some breath work. We're going to be doing the box breathing technique and then the physiological sigh. I'm going to take you into a short meditation, and I'm going to be asking you some questions and just getting you to think about how you want to be during this stage of your transition in perimenopause and menopause. So as I've mentioned, this is part of a month-long event to create awareness around perimenopause and menopause in line with Menopause Awareness Month. And this whole week has been all about mindfulness. And we've talked to various people about the importance of taking time out to meditate, to be mindful, and which is even more important with all the stuff we have going on hormonally and just in our lives in general. Okay, so today we're going to do the practices that I mentioned, and we're going to have a chance to sort of check in and have a little think about things, because when we're more relaxed and in a more relaxed state, we're more open, we create space, and we can learn and see patterns and increase our awareness. Okay, and I'm really, really passionate about creating these kind of groups for women. I think it's really important that you have that support network, so that it's easier. And it's when you create that accountability as well, it makes it easier to do practices like this, because when we rely on willpower, which we sometimes find wanes during this transition, it can be harder to do the things that help us the most. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to settle into our space now. So like I said in previous sessions, what we want to do is we want to be nice and upright, ideally with a chair with a nice high back, or you could be sat on a meditation cushion or with a normal cushion underneath you with your back up against the wall, so that you've got a nice, relaxed but alert state. And then what I want you to do is just think about your posture. So pull up from the pelvic floor all the way to the crown of the head, and then relax at the same time. So it's like a elevating up and a pushing down. So then relaxing through the top of the head, the shoulders, all down through the body into the sit bones. And where you can, obviously, if you're in a cross-legged position, just feel the grounding of the lower body. If you're in a chair, then just make sure that you've got that contact of the feet with the floor, so you can feel that grounding sensation. And then if you haven't already, close down your eyes and just tune into my voice. And we'll just start to become aware of the body, come into the body, which can help us to just center ourselves and start the practice. So come into your body, start to notice the different contact points that your body makes. So notice the back of your body against the wall or the chair. Start to feel the contact that your sit bones or your feet make with the floor, and just feel supported in this space. And then I'm just going to explain to you what box breathing is, so you can just stay there with your eyes closed, and the physiological sigh. So the first one, the box breathing technique, is used by people like the Navy SEALs in America. So it's a really great way of just grounding you. And then the physiological sigh is a more intense breath, but it will get more oxygen going into your lungs and soothe your nervous system. So for the first bit of breath work, we're going to picture a box in our mind. We go up one side of the box. We inhale for a count of 4. We then hold our breath for a count of 4. We breathe out as we go down the other side of the box for a count of 4 out through the mouth. And then we just relax for the last count of 4. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through it as we go through. We'll do it 4 times. And then I'll briefly mention the physiological sigh. And then we'll do that 3 times. And then we'll do the meditation. So just tune in and listen. So let's start our first practice. So picture that box in your mind. This gives your brain an anchor. Breathe in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. So inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just release, so your breath just falls to its normal, natural, but I can't speak, natural resting rhythm. Or do that 2 more times. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1 through the nose. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, release out through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. and then just rest your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Noticing how the body is much more relaxed now. It's got that focus. Last time, breathe in for 4 through the nose. 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just relax your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just rest for a moment, feeling that energy that you've created. We're going to move into the physiological sigh now. So this involves inhale through the nose and then a full sharp inhale to the top through the nose and then a big sigh to release. Pushing all that air out. So we'll do that together 3 times. Bringing some energy into the body. So let's do that now. So sharp inhale through the nose. Inhale all the way to the top through the nose. Big sigh to release. All the way down. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale through the nose. Big inhale all the way to the top. Big sigh, let it all go. You'll get, with practice, you'll be able to do that sigh for longer and longer. The exhale is where you get a lot of the deep relaxation. Last time now. And again. And then. Okay, so just place your palms now on your knees, either grounded down, palms facing down if you want more grounding, palms facing up on your knees if you want to bring in more energy. And we'll just come into the space, just observing that energy that we've created through tapping into those 2 breathwork techniques. Now that we're not more calm and relaxed, and doing the breathwork, which is the quickest way to change your physiology, or any technique like this, basically just creates that awareness and that space. So from that space now, I just want you to start to contemplate how you want to be during this transition. So part of my job, not to just do easy practices that help you relax, it's to help you to awaken as well. So to look at what you're doing, to observe, to build awareness. And for me, menopause and perimenopause can be a chance to awaken. So sometimes we think of it as the end, but actually it can be the start. So we have to be realistic with ourselves about where we're coming from, because we often do come with poor habits, poor boundaries, poor nutrition. And obviously there's the influence of the collective and all the news and everything we have coming around us about how we should be experiencing menopause. But this is your chance to think about how you want to be during this transition, whether you want to stay stagnant or whether you want to awaken. So we know that we can't operate like we did in our 20s and 30s. We need a different way now. And this is your opportunity to revisit some of the practices and the way that you're running your life and thinking about how you want to be for the next 50 years or so. So really important to create this time and space to observe rather than just going into autopilot, constantly day by day repeating the same patterns. So just thinking now about how you want to be. How do you want to live during this transition? So a big breath in. And then big breath to release. Oh, we're doing all right for time. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that practice. Remember, I've got one more day tomorrow, so tune in for that. We're doing something different again. Hopefully it's building your awareness and helping you to see the importance of just taking this time to take some time to contemplate, which is what meditation can do. So when we connect back in with ourselves in a more relaxed state, we can see patterns in our behavior, we can observe things, and we can come from a more emotionally regulated state. Remember, if you want more, I've got 3 different ways you can work with me. I work in the Wokingham area, so I've got a weekly yoga class on a Thursday at 7 where we do aromatherapy oils, breath work, we do relaxation as well as the physical practice of yoga. I have a monthly event, one coming up on the 24th of this month. Very popular event where we create an hour and a half for women to completely relax their nervous system through breathwork to music. So if you enjoy the breathwork, we do 10 to 15 minutes of breathwork to music. We do yoga with relaxing postures, so using pillows from home. And we have a 45-minute gong sound experience where you're literally bathed in sound. So that's an amazing, affordable event. And then we have an amazing event coming up on World Menopause Day, would you believe, which is on the 18th, Saturday the 18th from 1 till 5 in Swallowfield, where you can have 4 hours with me and my business partner, holistic massage therapist Lucy Dow. And we'll be doing pampering treatments, we'll be doing cacao ceremony, we'll be doing some more yoga, we'll be doing meditation, and you will leave literally floating on air. So get in touch with me if you're interested in any of these events. But for now, have an amazing day, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye.